you look at the world's richest people, you won't be surprised finding Elon Musk at the top. However, some of his experiences are hidden behind his facade. Truth is that Elon Musk does everything imaginable. However, in this video we will be looking at the heart of this grandmaster and how it's formed by his experiences. How did a bullied awkward kid from South Africa rise to become one of the most powerful people on this planet? This is the untold story of Elon Musk, a visionary obsessed with shaping the future. This is the start of Elon Musk's risk-taking behavior. At age 8, Elon was begging his father for a motorcycle. Elon came into the world in 1971. From a young age, Elon cried a lot, ate a lot, and barely slept. At 3, Elon was intellectually curious, so his mother insisted he started nursery school early. The teachers disagreed. "He needs someone beside me to talk to. I really have this genius child," she insisted, and she prevailed. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well. Elon had no friends and often tuned out. He was staring out the window, lost in thought. His teachers even thought he might be retarded. "The teachers would come up to me and yell at me. However, I would not really see or hear her," he says. When he was 8, he was focused on getting a motorcycle. Every morning, Elon stood by his father's chair, arguing his case. Even when his father picked up a newspaper and told him to be quiet, Elon stayed put. He stand there silently, resuming his argument before falling quiet again, his brother Kimball recalls. This relentless routine continued for weeks, until his father finally gave in and bought him a Yamaha. Elon's childhood traumas were severe, and was compounded by his Asperger's syndrome.
They figured there's something wrong with him. And of course that ties in with a certain amount of, I suppose you could call it a sort of autism.
According to his mother, he was never actually diagnosed as a kid. However, he says he has Asperger's, and I'm sure he's right. It affects a person's social skills and emotions. I took people literally when they said something, he says. He preferred things that were more precise, such as engineering, physics, and coding.
Because you can often say something to him which is rude, and it just bounces off him. He doesn't even listen. It doesn't penetrate. You know, it's a sort of handy trick to have.
However, this challenge would later benefit him. As a young adult, Elon Musk worked a lot. However, he was fearful every time he was going to eat. His bank account was at its lowest ever. Elon began broke, sleeping at his office. He and his brother were coding non-stop with only one computer. This forced them to have opposite working shifts. He was working on a little company called Zip2. Zip2 was like Google Maps. However, this was in the 90s and the internet was new. He and his brother were trying to bring city guides and business directories online. And it was brutal, with a lot of competition. That caused Elon to have one thing: he wouldn't stop. He couldn't stop. He knew Zip2 had potential. After a $300 million offer from Compaq, they sold their 12% share. A 27-year-old Musk was shocked in his apartment. "My bank account went from like $5,000 to $22,005,000, he exclaimed. The first thing he does? Buys a McLaren F1. However, Elon wasn't satisfied. He poured that money into his next venture, X.com, which later became known as PayPal. Elon revolutionized online payments. And this was just the beginning. Elon Musk thought he was getting a break. However, this vacation almost killed him. Soon, X.com was scrambling to secure life insurance, basically preparing for a profitable death. So, how did Elon survive? It was Musk's first real vacation, and his last. He visited Rio and then South Africa, where things took a turn. Back in his home country, Elon felt dizzy, vomited, and had chills. He was misdiagnosed and sent home. Weak, he called a taxi to see a doctor. His pulse was barely there, so she called an ambulance. In the hospital, a passing expert recognized falciparum malaria, the deadliest kind. If untreated, patients usually have a day before it's fatal. His doctor had treated 2 malaria patients before him. Both had died. After 10 days in intensive care, Musk survived. However, recovery took 5 months. He learned 2 things: vacations will kill you, and also South Africa. This experience led him to his next adventure, starting in Russia. Elon Musk was in the back room in Moscow. In front of him were food and vodka shots. Equal amounts of food and vodka, he thought. After several toasts, Elon passed out. I don't think I impressed them, he said. That evening, he met another group. They sold decommissioned missiles. The Russian in charge was missing a tooth. Spit flew as he spoke loudly. Elon talked about making humans multiplanetary. The Russian got upset, shouting, "This rocket isn't for capitalists. Bullshit Mars mission. Who's your chief engineer?" Musk said it was him. The Russian spat at him, a clear sign of disrespect. Years later, Musk returned to Russia, this time to buy 2 Dnepr rockets. Negotiating, the price only went up. He thought he had a deal at 18 million for 2. However, they clarified, 18 million each. That's insane, he said. Then they suggested 21 million each. Finally, they taunted, "Little boy, don't you have money?" The meetings failed and SpaceX doubled down on innovation. Elon didn't know what was ahead. He scrapes together funds for one final launch. Why did Elon Musk risk his fortune on one last rocket launch? In 2008, Musk faced his toughest challenge. Tesla was hemorrhaging cash. SpaceX had just seen its 3rd rocket failure. He was burning through his fortune, with bankruptcy blooming. He would wake up at night, recounting harsh words from his father. His ex-wife said Musk put his last 35 million into Tesla. He kept Tesla going through customer deposits, despite undelivered roasters. "We either do this or we die," he declared. Musk asked his brother to invest his savings in Tesla. Despite the bank's advice, he felt he had no choice. Weeks later, the banker told him the bank had failed. That's how bad 2008 was, his brother recalled. "I was working around the clock, pulling rabbits out of hats," Musk said. "Now, do it again, and again," he added. The fear of Hangman's news sharpened his focus. He risked everything. September 28, 2008. Falcon 1 stood ready for a final attempt. Failure meant no second chances. The company and Musk's vision would be lost. On Christmas Eve, Musk secured a crucial 40 million loan for Tesla. However, that wasn't all. NASA awarded SpaceX a 1.6 billion contract, reigniting hope for private space travel. However, the journey ahead would demand even more from Elon. As SpaceX's rockets struggled to leave the ground, Musk was about to face an even bigger challenge, one that threatened to bring down his vision for electric cars, and thus his space dreams as well. The Tesla gamble was about to begin. The next hurdle would nearly destroy the company, and Musk himself, as Tesla's Model 3 insurmountable production challenges.
We're going to be in production hell. Welcome.
Life inside Tesla's production hell.
There are charges of unreported injuries, excessive hours, abusive conditions.
Where one employee described everyone at Tesla as, quote, in an abusive relationship with Elon.
A tense Elon Musk watches over the Tesla factory. He's laser focused on every detail. Tesla struggled to ramp up Model 3 production. Without doubling output, they go bankrupt. Musk moved into the factory, working 24/7. It began with the batteries. The designer said they were at max capacity. Musk shot back. "If you're right, Tesla is dead." He brought in experts from SpaceX and the Boring Company. The workstations had issues. They fixed them one by one. "We crashed at a motel for a few hours to recharge," an engineer recalled. Musk questioned everything, like why a robot was adding plastic caps to the batteries. The caps weren't needed. One morning, Musk was furious about the robot slowing progress. A young engineer, eager to impress Musk, was called in. Musk barked, "This doesn't line up. Did you do this?" The engineer didn't know what he meant. Musk kept pressing. "Did you do this?" The engineer froze. Musk snapped, "You're an idiot. Get out and don't come back." Tesla's former CEO said this was typical of Musk's frustrations. By 2018, Tesla hit the 5,000 Model 3s per week goal. Thus, the world was fixated on Musk's cars. However, Musk was already looking further ahead, to a future where human brains could control machines with just a thought. This is Elon Musk typing on his iPhone. He grew frustrated with how slow it was. Then he had a realization. Typing moved information too slowly from our brains to our devices. Imagine thinking directly into a machine, he thought. He envisioned this as the ideal connection between humans and machines. A brain chip that could send and receive signals, enabling communication 1 million times faster. So he found a Neuralink, based on an invention called neural dust. A tiny brain implant that sends signals. Neuralink is a microchip with tiny needles for the brain. Each needle tracks the activity of a single neuron. It sends data through a wire to a device on the skull. Robots would implant the chip at high speed. They cut a small hole in the skull, insert the chip, and place the threads in the brain. Elon aimed to help people with neurological diseases like ALS. ALS causes paralysis and speech loss. Commercial funding could protect us from dangerous AI. However, even with this breakthrough, what they did next will blow your mind. This video had been watched over 6 million times. The monkey is playing Pong with his mind. This caused them to recently conduct human trials. Yes, humans with Neuralinks in their brain.
My implant has like a Bluetooth connection to the computer, and then through that, Neuralink has created an app that they have uploaded to the computer, and through that app I can interface with the computer.
In August 2020, Elon Musk revealed this early version of the device. It featured Neuralink inside the brain of a pig. His intent was to showcase how the chip could work with a computer. This made the pig act involuntarily with the push of a button.
Okay, so let's stimulate an electrode. So here's one electrode on one thread that when we stimulate causes a flexion movement of the leg. So on the left you can see the movement of the joints, and you can also see the time series of the stimulation pattern in yellow. So the leg is moving up. Here's another electrode which when we stimulate causes an extensor movement.
After that, they implanted a new device into this monkey. He was taught to play Pong. The Neuralink device recorded which neurons were firing each time he moved the joystick in a certain way. Thus, the joystick was deactivated, and the signals from the monkey's brain controlled the game. Amid all this seriousness, Elon still has a lot of humor. Musk had come to the Joe Rogan studio bearing a gift for his podcast host. A plastic flamethrower with the Boring Company logo on it.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Terrible. Shouldn't buy one. I said don't buy this flamethrower. Don't buy it.
How many did you make?
20,000.
And they're all gone.
But it sold out in 4 days.
It started with the Boring Company hats selling out. Someone suggested a toy flamethrower. "Oh my god, let's do it," Musk responded.
Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs the flamethrower. Bet kids love this one.
They found a relatively safe prototype that could melt snow and singe weeds.
And it also we're told that various countries would ban shipping of it to solve this problem, or the customs agencies we labeled it not a flamethrower.
Will these solar roofs solve the energy crisis? Elon Musk's cousins founded Solar City. It didn't take long for Elon Musk to push Tesla to buy it. On a call with investors in 2016, Musk hinted at a new product that would transform the industry. What if we offer you a roof that looks better than a normal one and lasts longer? It would be made of tiles with solar cells inside. These solar tiles could replace your roof or be laid on top. Either way, it would look like a regular roof, not solar panels. 200 people attended the Universal Studios presentation. Musk spoke about rising carbon dioxide levels and climate change.
Save us, Elon! Like the interesting thing is the houses you see around you are all solar houses.
don't know if you know that. I don't know if you, did you notice?
Inside each garage was a Tesla Powerwall connected to a Tesla car. The solar tiles powered both the home and the car. This is the fully integrated future, Musk said. With this, we can solve the entire energy equation. Elon Musk's mental health takes a hit under stress. But wait until you hear how he turns it into a $3 million idea. What does burnt hair perfume have to do with this? On September 27th, Musk was flying from Austin to Silicon Valley for Tesla's I-Day 2. He admits, "My psychic health goes in waves. Extreme pressure is tough for him." That week, he faced significant stress from legal battles over buying Twitter, issues with Starlink in Ukraine, and a Falcon 9 launch. So how does he cope? With a dash of goofiness. He envisioned a new product and called the CEO at the boring company. "Burnt hair perfume," Musk exclaimed. "Do you like the smell from the flamethrower? We got that sent for you." They listed it online and Musk tweeted, "Please buy my perfume so I can buy Twitter." It sold out fast. $100 and 30,000 units. Despite his brilliance, he still faces the drama of celebrity life. With Tesla's success came immense pressure, and Musk's health was beginning to suffer. Behind his stoic exterior, the weight of his empire was starting to show, from fiery Twitter battles to high-profile feuds. Musk's public life is as chaotic as his business ventures. Musk knows how to stay in the spotlight. While most billionaires try to keep their private lives hidden, Musk has embraced the chaos, turning drama into his personal marketing tool. Elon Musk spoke out against Trump in 2016.
He doesn't seem to have the sort of character that reflects well on the United States.
After Trump's victory, Musk was cautiously optimistic, thinking Trump's wild behavior might be just for show. Encouraged by Peter Thiel, Musk joined a gathering of tech CEOs at Trump Tower. On his way, he took the subway. Yes, the subway to Trump Tower. The room was filled with tech giants like Larry Page, Jeff Bezos, and Tim Cook. Afterward, Musk met privately with Trump. Trump admitted he'd never driven his Tesla and wanted to get NASA going again. Musk pitched sending humans to Mars and fostering competition. Trump seemed interested. However, he kept mentioning NASA. Musk left, thinking Trump was friendly, yet kind of nuts. Later, Trump praised Musk on CNBC, calling him one of America's great geniuses. Musk soon realized Trump's silliness wasn't an act. Trump might be one of the world's best bullshitters ever, Musk concluded. The final straw? Trump pulled the US out of the Paris Accord, an agreement to limit global warming. Musk resigned from the presidential consuls, feeling disappointed. However, he was about to meet someone who would make him even more heated. This is the story of when Elon Musk met Jeff Bezos, two titans of space travel. Did you know their rivalry began with a simple tour? It started in 2004. Musk, the risk-taking engineer, invited patient planner Bezos to tour SpaceX. Bezos accepted. However, he forgot to invite Musk to Blue Origin. When Musk called him out, Bezos invited him back. Musk received a presentation from Bezos. Musk warned Bezos about SpaceX's past mistakes. Bezos thought Musk was too confident, especially since SpaceX hadn't launched a rocket yet. When SpaceX won a lease from NASA's launchpad, Bezos sued NASA. Musk, furious, called Blue Origin's rockets toothpicks and mocked their orbit failures. Musk argued that reusable rockets were essential for life on Mars, and mentioned the landing legs for the next launch. Bezos applauded. However, he had a surprise. Blue Origin patented rockets landing on sea platforms. Musk called it obviously ridiculous, and SpaceX sued. Elon Musk once said of Bezos, "He's not really that interested in innovation for its own sake." Meanwhile, someone is calling Musk's phone. The message is clear. Ukraine is preparing a major attack on the Russian Navy using Starlink. This could have changed the war in Ukraine. It all came down to a decision by Elon Musk. Ukraine relied on Starlink, Musk's satellite internet, for military communications. Without it, they were blind. In 2022, Ukraine planned a massive attack on a Russian fleet in Crimea. They needed Starlink to guide their underwater drones. Everything was set, until Musk found out. Panicking, Musk feared this strike could escalate to a nuclear conflict, so he cut it off. He decided to turn off Starlink for that region right before the attack. The drones lost connection, the mission failed, and Ukraine was left in the dark. The Ukrainian government was furious. They viewed Starlink as a vital tool. However, Musk played by his own rules. Did Musk prevent a nuclear war, or did he interfere with a nation's fate? Soon he would be in a discussion with another guy, Bill Gates. Bill Gates arrives in Austin, Texas to meet Elon Musk at Tesla's Gigafactory. Gates wants to convince Musk to invest billions to save the world. The conversation heats up when Gates doubts Musk's electric semi-trucks. "I'm not a Mars person." They exchange data and jabs, each thinking the other is missing something crucial. Gates doesn't realize Musk is furious for another reason.
I also heard that at one point he had a big short position against Tesla, which was kind of, I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems weird.
As they tour the factory, Gates' past comes up. He shorted Tesla stock. He had lost $1.5 billion by the time he arrived. Gates tries to apologize. However, Musk isn't having it. How can you care about climate change while betting against the company solving it? The feud continues when Gates sends Musk a paper on philanthropy. Musk coldly replies, "Do you still have a $500 million short position against Tesla?" Gates admits he hasn't closed it, prompting Musk to say, "I cannot take your philanthropy seriously." Musk later mocks Gates on Twitter with, "In case you need to lose a boner fast." For Musk, it's about the mission. For Gates, maybe just business. This meeting, it shouldn't have happened. Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto king and father of FTX. Little did Elon know that SBF would soon face 25 years in prison for fraud. Elon paced the hallway, unsure about the Twitter deal. It was just days until the Twitter deal went public. He tweeted memes mocking Twitter management. And of course, population collapse. Suddenly, he received a text from SBF offering $1 billion and discussing blockchain. Since his PayPal days, Elon dreamed of creating an X.com, bank and social platform. His brother Kimball had long suggested about crypto's potential to Elon. Sam wanted to turn Twitter into a blockchain platform, ready to invest $5 billion. Sam Bankman-Fried wants to meet. $5 billion for blockchain Twitter? Elon replied with a dislike button. Despite the huge offer, Elon remained unconvinced. That prompted Sam to request a call, and when they spoke, Elon's bullshit detector went off. Guy was talking like he was on speed. Mile a minute, I thought. Dude, calm down. Dude, calm down. SBF thought Elon was nuts too. In the end, no blockchain Twitter, no $5 billion, and no Sam. Still, this was nothing compared to Elon's disagreement with the CEO of Google.
And Larry did not care about AI safety, or at least at the time he didn't. And at one point he called me a speciesist for being pro-human.
Why does it matter if machines surpass humans in intelligence? Asked Larry Page, co-founder of Google, during a conversation with Elon Musk. It would simply be the next stage of evolution. Yes, I'm pro-human, Musk replied. I f***ing like humanity, dude. In 2012, this rivalry began when the CEO of DeepMind, an early AI company, alarmed Musk about AI dangers. Musk invested $5 million to keep tabs on their progress. Weeks later, Musk warned Page about potential AI risks, while Page resisted.
Now, Google has bought a UK startup company, DeepMind, for a reported £400 million.
Google acquired DeepMind in 2014, infuriating Musk. He believed there were no safety measures for AI. We must ensure AI doesn't wipe out humanity, he said, refusing to be AI's house cat. AI should align closely with human will. Thus, Musk and Sam Altman co-founded OpenAI to promote safe, open AI for all. Page felt betrayed by Musk.
The breaking of the friendship was over OpenAI.
However, no one hurt Elon as much as Amber Heard. Elon Musk and Amber Heard's relationship was tumultuous. Musk faced psychological chaos with the unpredictable Heard. Their connection started in 2012 after her movie Machete Kills. They met again at the 2016 Met Gala, where Heard was in a messy divorce. Musk flew to Miami for their first date, watching a Falcon 9 launch. Their bond grew when Musk visited Heard in Australia, while she filmed Aquaman in 2017. Dressed as Mercy from Overwatch, their relationship revealed the dark side. They fought all night, leaving Musk exhausted. Musk's friend deemed Heard toxic, likening her to the Joker. She thrived on chaos, destabilizing everything, Musk observed. They often stayed up fighting, making mornings difficult. Despite their breakups, Musk found our chaos stimulating. They reconciled after a trip to Rio, only to split again. Heard locked herself in a hotel room, fearing Musk had her passport. The drama led Musk's brother to compare Heard to their father. It became clear their relationship was unsustainable, and they parted ways for good. Musk admits he's drawn to beautiful, toxic women. He still had another admirer, the robo-taxi.
I mean, my mind is a storm. I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't. They don't know. They don't understand.
Behind the genius of Elon Musk lies a mind that never rests. Keeping him awake at night, he works too much and self-sabotages with unnecessary drama. From creating family problems in his business to making irrational choices, his mental state has taken some hits. Can the mind that drives his success also be his greatest undoing? Musk's autopilot surge drove him and his team crazy. He deluded himself to escape an impossible situation, convinced he could complete the robo-taxi. He once asked an employee, "Tell me if I've gone bananas." That employee entered the room in tears, simply saying, "Bananas." One evening, Musk's cousin received a call from him while at the dinner with the autopilot team. Disturbed, he thought, "Oh, this is bad," and left the restaurant. Musk darkly warned that Tesla might go bankrupt. They had to act. Elon and Tesla was on the brink. He rambled about who not to fire and insisted on a clean business. His cousin made Musk wait. Elon wanted to fire all the autopilot managers. However, he decided to dismiss everyone. They couldn't even get the autopilot to recognize traffic lights. Musk realized they were far behind his vision. Investors sensed something was off. When he couldn't answer their question, he said, "You guys don't get it," and hung up. 4 years later, there wouldn't be a million Tesla robotaxis. Not even one. This attitude also persisted into Neuralink, but this time something else happened. After the animal trials, the engineer presented Elon Musk the latest version. It combined 4 chips, each with about 1,000 threads. They would be implanted in different screw parts, connected to a router behind the ear. Musk paused for nearly 2 minutes. His verdict: he hated it. It was too complex. "This has to be a single device," he said. Delete, delete, delete. This prototype took countless hours to create. They experienced the usual post-Musk distress: bafflement, anger, and anxiety. This new approach might work. The chip had to be tiny. How could they achieve long battery life and support many threads? Why does it have to be so small? Musk asked. Someone said it was a requirement. This triggered Musk to question every requirement. It challenged them on chip size. Our skulls are rounded. Couldn't the chip bulge a bit? And couldn't the diameter be larger? Neuralink was just the start of Musk's quest to merge humans and machines. His drive came at a personal cost. Behind the scenes, his personal life was spiraling, raising questions about his limits. This venture cost Elon Musk his relationship with his cousins. His cousin invited Musk to see the latest roof installation. The solar cells were embedded in metal sheets, not tiles. Musk arrived. Peter and the team were waiting outside. Elon showed up late, Peter recalled. Elon sat in the car on his phone while we waited. When he got out, he was furious. "This is shit," Musk said. "Total shit. What were you thinking?" His cousin had done everything possible in the short time. Musk ordered a focus on solar tiles, not metal roofs. The team worked around the clock and mocked up tiles. Musk scheduled an October unveiling. There were 4 versions, including the hated metal roof. When Musk saw it again, he erupted. "What part of 'I fucking hate this product' don't you understand?" An engineer pushed back, saying it looked fine. Musk told his cousin, "This guy shouldn't be on the team." Peter fired the engineer before unveiling. Within a year, both cousins had left the company with jet. This was a peaceful night in Los Angeles. For Elon Musk, that peace was shattered. His 2-year-old son, X, was being followed by a stalker. What happened next changed Musk's view on free speech. The stalker thought Elon was in the car. But how did they know where Elon's family was? Musk traced it back to a Twitter account, @ElonJet. The real account tracked Musk's private jet, shared in real time. Before he owned Twitter, Musk tried to get the account removed. He even offered $5,000 for it to stop. Sweeney refused and asked for $50,000. Things had gone too far. That night, Elon's son was in danger, so he made a decision. After buying Twitter, the account was banned under a new policy. Was it about safety, or had Musk gone back on his principles? Journalists covering the story were banned too. Musk said they were doxing him. Critics called him a hypocrite. The battle wasn't just about Elon Jet, it was about Twitter's future. However, Elon had a new interest lurking: creating a robot. There's one thing that fascinates and scares Elon. That thing could turn work into a choice. If so, would you still work? Musk has always had a thing for artificial intelligence. It's been his motivation for self-driving cars and Neuralink. This is why his plan is to take AI into the physical world. Meet Optimus, the humanoid robot. A self-driving Tesla without wheels. The specs: 5'8" and elfish look. A design that says, "I'm not going to hurt you." Musk being such a busy man, you may wonder, why is he now leaping into the world of AI and robots? His response is simple. Because I'm worried about Larry Page, ensuring they operate in the physical world responsibly. He envisioned a robot that could supercharge the economy. The plan for the release was to dress an actress on stage. However, when the AI day arrived, there was a new problem. Imagine this. You delayed a Tesla presentation. Elon Musk isn't happy with your PowerPoint. It's hours until AI day. What would you do? This happened to software engineer Kovac. Nobody wants to join seeing these slides. Musk wants excitement, not dullness. Kovac isn't used to Musk's tough standards. He feels the pressure and wants to quit. He walks out, leaving chaos behind. Before he can quit, someone steps in. "Let's fix this," they said, offering help. They are veterans in the game. Kovac says he needs a double whiskey. Very hands-on. Slides revamped, Kovac returns. Musk nods. Yep, sure, okay. As if he had forgotten it. The presentation is delayed by an hour. The stage is set.
Unlike Dojo, obviously that was not
Musk
real.
ties it all together, connecting Optimus to Tesla's vision for self-driving and the Dojo supercomputer. Imagine outdoing nature's finest design. Musk's team took on this challenge with Optimus. Much of the hand's functionality comes from forearm muscles. Engineers and designers focused on one mission: make it human with improvements, said the leader. First challenge: reinvent the hand. A four-finger hand was considered. However, it wasn't functional. It looked more horror movie than high-tech. They extended the pinky and simplified the joints. Next, the palm was made longer for a better grip. Optimus's hold becomes stronger than a human's. Other ideas? Magnetic fingertips and backward wrists. Let's not freak people out, one joked. Wrist movements were tested in all directions. 2 movements cost $712. Rotation added $1,103. This design sucks. Use car actuators we can make cheaply, said Musk. They tested pressure sensing technologies like actuators and sensors. Finally, they cracked it. Measuring pressure through current flow. This was just the beginning of this project. This is Elon Musk's life. Innovation, spontaneity, and absurdity. It's February, and Musk is in the VIP room at the Miami Marlins Stadium. He's at Kanye West's listening party for Donda 2. The atmosphere? Awesome. Musk, French Montana, and Rick Ross discuss cryptocurrency over tacos. Suddenly, Musk's phone buzzes. It's Tesla's CEO, reminding him of the 9 PM Optimus design session. Does he reschedule? Nope. He dials into the meeting, camera on from the party. The Optimus team sees yes VIPs, not a conference room. Musk paces, wiggling his fingers, talking actuators like he's pitching a dance move. Optimus's hands needs to pick up a pencil from any angle, Musk says, intense. A rapper nearby starts nodding along, mimicking Musk's hand motions like it's the latest TikTok trend. It's a collision of worlds: tech, music, business, and chaos. Just another day for Musk, designing the future, even at a Kanye West concert. You won't believe how close Optimus was to disaster. Engineers shout, "Activate!" and Optimus begins to walk. Optimus shuffles to the front, pauses, and waves like a monarch. However, behind the scenes chaos reigns. A connection in Optimus' chest comes loose. It's no longer working! Engineers scramble with panic in their eyes. I can't believe this is happening. They jam the connection back together, hoping it holds. With Musk hovering, they had no other choice. As the engineers try to fix Optimus, the curtains part. Optimus stands while raising its arms. "It moved! It's working," one said. The robot marches stiffly and confidently, executing a regal wave. Victorious, it pumps its fists, does a little dance, and exits the stage. Musk, visibly relieved, says, "Our goal is to make a useful humanoid robot, as quickly as possible. As put by an engineer who quit Tesla to later return. I decided I'd rather be burnt out than bored." In 2022, he set his sights on an entirely new frontier, social media. And true to Musk's style, he didn't just buy a company, he tried to rewrite the rules of free speech.
Having a public platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is extremely important to the future of civilization.
You've described yourself.
I don't care about the economics at all.
Well, looks like Elon Musk's $44 billion Twitter takeover.
This is a $44 billion deal for a company that might be worth $10 billion.
Elon Musk storms into Twitter's San Francisco headquarters, carrying a sink. Let that sink in. Twitter's laid-back remote work environment was about to face Musk's hardcore approach. Just days earlier, Musk had been awake at 3 a.m., dreaming of transforming Twitter into X.com, a blend of social media and finance. He was ready to revolutionize the internet. However, he was exhausted. "I might need to live at Twitter headquarters," he texted. "This is a tough situation. It's bumming me out." In Musk's view, woke and psychological safety were enemies of progress. He wanted speed and intensity. But Twitter, Musk soon found employees working from home, meaning he didn't know when he would meet them. One engineer asked nervously, "Are you going to fire 75% of us?" Musk laughed and didn't deny it. Behind the scenes, Tesla and SpaceX engineers were reviewing Twitter's code, ready to shake things up. The world expected Elon Musk's Twitter takeover to happen tomorrow. Markets, media, and even Twitter's CEO believed they had until morning. But Musk had other plans, ones that would save him millions and leave everyone stunned. Behind the scenes, he and his team were preparing a ruthless move. They would close the deal that night, catching Twitter's top executives off guard and firing them before they would cash in on their stock options. "Musk, we close tonight, we save 200 million, Spiro, and we fire them before they know what hit them." As Twitter employees enjoyed a Halloween party called Trick or Tweet, Musk was pulling the ultimate trick, firing CEO Parag Agrawal and his deputies. Just like that, they were locked out of their emails with no chance to resign or receive severance. By 4:12 p.m. Pacific, the deal was sealed. First move? Changing the login page to show trending topics. Musk wasn't wasting time. In one night, he didn't just buy Twitter, he took it. When Elon Musk bought Twitter, he promised free speech for all. But they quickly realized it wasn't that simple. Just weeks before the deal, Musk saw Kanye West banned for an anti-Semitic tweet. He reached out, "Talked to Ye today, expressed my concerns." Yet, Kanye remained banned, and Musk began to see the complexities of digital free speech. To manage content moderation, Musk proposed a Content Moderation Council with diverse voices. "No major reinstatements until the council meets," he tweeted. But the council never formed, and Musk reinstated the accounts arbitrarily. Immediately, trolls flooded Twitter with hate speech. In a sudden shift, Musk ordered, "Nuke it." Hate speech has no place here. Even while claiming to support free speech, he limited it. This is the net worth of the average person. This is the net worth of a millionaire. This is the net worth of a billionaire. And this is the net worth of Elon Musk.